honestly, this is one of my very favorite things about this city. It's one of the cornerstones of topics on this show. Cincinnati's arts ecosystem has been built through the support from businesses, employees, foundations, and of course, individual grassroots donors. We are shifting now to Jack's Big Bite. That's where we focus on one particular story happening in our community, a community we believe in with our partners at First State Bank. Stop into one of their local branches or visit online fsb4me.com to access all the helpful tools and services at First State Bank, built on belief and committed to doing right by our communities. For today's Big Bite, presented by First State Bank, we are at the intersection of the arts and nonprofits and also corporations, the money that flows from one to another, specifically in this community. ArtsWave is the largest community arts organization in the country, with roots going back to the year 1927. That's when Anna Sinton Taft and Charles Phelps Taft challenged the people of Cincinnati to invest in the arts along with them. That sparked a community-wide movement that became the foundation of ArtsWave's unique funding model. And honestly, this is one of my very favorite things about this city. It's one of the cornerstones of topics on this show. Cincinnati's arts ecosystem has been built through the support from businesses, employees, foundations, and of course, individual grassroots donors. Now, you may be asking yourself, does ArtsWave have a really good self-produced video covering their work all through the community? Why, yes. Yes, they do. Take a look.
When you went to school, you never did start with trigonometry. You didn't write an essay. You got crayons or paints and a piece of paper. You made art. That's how we start. That's how every kid anywhere on planet Earth started life.
I think it'd be weird if they didn't have a video like that, right? Ray Gargano is on the show today. He is the ArtsWave VP Community Impact. Just last month, the ArtsWave Board of Trustees approved over $8.9 million in sustaining impact grants to 46 local arts organizations, the first sustaining impact grant cycle as ArtsWave heads into its 100th anniversary next year. This is the nonprofit's largest and most consistent form of support, multi-year operating funding that helps arts and cultural organizations maintain financial stability. And that's not the only way that it supports those organizations. ArtsWave's most recent reporting right there shows that the arts here have had a total economic impact of more than $1.5 billion over the last 4 years. That is everything from regional theater productions to the Cincinnati Symphony, from the Young Professionals Choral Collective to Blink. As far as how all that breaks down, just in the year 2022, over $250 million in direct impact, and nearly that same amount indirectly, over 6,000 total jobs because of the arts that year, and over $15 million in taxes generated. The majority of those taxes, local taxes. That's more than the total impact from 2019, which was the last big year before COVID yanked the rug out from under everyone. I remember talking to college students in the year 2020 who were majoring in theater, and it's like, well, what do you do? Some of them were getting creative with outdoor performances, but the bottom line for this show is a big drop in arts programs means a big drop in money generated and jobs supported. Recent studies conducted in partnership with the Cincinnati Regional Chamber showed that since 2015, nonprofit arts and culture organizations have driven hundreds of millions of dollars in capital investment across the region. Projects like the renovations at Music Hall, the new Cincinnati Shakespeare Company Theater, those are just nearby here, updates to Playhouse in the Park, and restoration efforts at the Emory Theater are reshaping the region physically and economically. And the main way that ArtsWave raises the funds for all those projects is the annual ArtsWave campaign, which just closed out this past May, generating this year just over $12 million. That is coming from 20,000 people who stepped up to donate. This year's campaign also saw several regional initiatives able to expand. A program called More Arts, More Kids reached full program capacity for free arts field trips for thousands of students in multiple school districts all across the region. The Hamilton City Schools and the Fitton Center were added as partners. Funds raised through the 2026 ArtsWave campaign support more than 150 organizations, projects, and artists, fueling thousands of performances, exhibitions, public art projects, arts education programs, and festivals. It's what makes life here in the tri-state more enjoyable. It helps with hiring. It gets Cincinnati noticed by other cities. It's a boon to business in this area.